OpenClaw generated me 100,000 views in 7 days, totally for free, with very minimal effort from my side. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how he done that and how you can train your very own OpenClaw to do the exact same thing, so you can get hundreds of thousands of free views on your personal brand every single week with no spend, totally for free. I am so annoyed I forgot to record the video on my phone, so there's no footage of me in the video, but the video is still here. You're going to hear my audio and hear me speak and me talk through exactly how I have done so. So enjoy the video and I will see you guys afterwards. Cool, so this is the Web3 marketing secret which generated 100,000 views in 7 days. So let's start number one with the OpenClaw secret. So I've been using this. It generated me on my own personal social media at Reese Crypto on X, 100,000 views over the past 7 days, from replies to my ideal customers to posts on my actual X, which also attracted my ideal customers, all in the space of 7 days. So my Claude bot is generating my content, which I'm publishing as tweets. As we can see, this one got 8.4K impressions, 24 likes, 2 comments, 2 reshares. It's uploading 3 times a day. So do the maths, 3 times a day, 7 days a week, 8.4K impressions is what we got on one of the tweets. We're getting a lot of views totally for free. We're also doing replies. So this is Clawbot replying to someone on X talking about startup advice. And as you can see, the reply generated 822 impressions. So if we can average, say, 200 impressions per reply, we are doing 40 replies per day. So commenting on our ideal customers' tweets with interactive replies and gaining the attention of the customer there, plus the customer's audience, which is our ideal customers. So if we can get 200 impressions per reply and we do 40 per day, that's 200 times 40, which is 1,600 impressions. Times that by 7. It's a lot of impressions with very minimal efforts. And good impressions, not just random impressions for people you don't care around. So pretty awesome. So the old way of what people were doing before OpenClaw, i.e. 5 weeks ago, they hired a social media manager for maybe $2,000 per month to run their personal brand on X or their company brand on X. And they were spending around $2,000 was industry standard around a month ago. Sometimes the social media manager, depending on quality, would have inaccurate posts, wouldn't be aligned with what you want. Just a bunch of issues which humans make as expected. And they were not optimizing via data because maybe they're managing 10 pages at the same time. But with OpenClaw, he can analyze every single tweet you make, every reply you make, and double down on what's working. Okay, so that's amazing. And OpenClaw can also be super accurate with who he's targeting for them replies. So with a traditional social media manager, the issue they would make is maybe they're not being as strategic and as targeted as they could be, just due to if they're told, hey, do 40 replies per day, maybe 5 of them replies, they're lazy and they just want to get the KPI of 40 per day, and it's not targeted. OpenClaw is not lazy. This guy will work 24/7, as he is for me. So the OpenClaw method, here is Bob, my OpenClaw slave, and every single decision he makes with my content over the past 7 days has been a data-backed decision, i.e. what has worked for my competitors, what can I do, let's post, let's test, let's double down with what works. Everything is data-backed. Number 2, he works 24/7. When I'm sleeping, when I'm in gym, when I'm in team meetings, he's working, he's analyzing data, he's publishing content, and he is dominating the socials over the past 7 days. In 7 weeks, it's going to be a whole different, ball game. Strategic output always. So as the strategist and as someone who is aware of his goals with his brand, I can make sure OpenClaw executes my strategy with no alternative motive. He's not adding his strategy, just my strategy. I've given him the right prompts, so he's totally aware of that. Number 4, there is no flawed strategy mistakes. As I said, with humans, they can be lazy, they can be inaccurate, they can try and be creative, all these things which can flaw your own strategy of what you want. OpenClaw doesn't make, especially my Bob. As we can see, he's working 24/7. He gives me alerts all around the clock. He just pinged me earlier saying, hey, our evening session is complete. He done one post, he done 2 replies. He does multiple sessions throughout the day. So my Bob and my OpenClaw is doing 40 replies per day, 3 tweets per day, and he's dominating with data-backed decisions. Now, your next steps, so what can you take away from this video? Get very clear on your goals. Why are you uploading content and what do you want to achieve from the content you upload? Understand who you want to see your content and why you want them to see your content and what you want them to do after seeing your content. Get a strategy in which you have designed as the operator of your goals around this ICP and around your content. What's the funnel? What do you want to push? And then train your OpenClaw to execute that strategy very efficiently, with the key component, everything being data backed and optimized. If you want your own OpenClaw content creation strategy for X, specifically Web3 Crypto X, comment below the words Lumina Claw, and I will send you a free master guide on how you can set up your very own OpenClaw the exact same way I did in the space of maybe 1 to 2 hours. So, I hope I've been of value to you. If I have, please leave a like rating, share the video on wherever you've seen this video, drop a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.